Yes, once again, we welcome you to that interesting show wey we call Legal Matter. We dey discuss everything wey get to do with the law, with person wey sabi the law, a custodian of the constitution, an expert. Barry, I wan make your head is red this morning. You don dey naked like Baba Jasco. Just say ojigbi.
Only Jagba.
Now let's start with Barry. Which day you dey go watch knockout?
Yeah, madam.
Yeah,
Everybody.
madam. Because madam tell us say your weekend dey very busy last
We
weekend.
must go this Sunday.
Okay, I hope she's watching. They don't give us your
She
word.
don promise.
Like when you
promise
come
also.
next week, you'll tell us what you watch.
And we must go.
Okay, and it's not just for yourself and your wife.
You
oh,
take,
even the
you
kids.
take
Sef.
the kids. Yeah.
You know, when it comes to WAP,
Your PA.
it's
you
a
know
family entertainment.
The guy is your PA.
No one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No one.
So
So
good.
because when you are coming to this
But we're
place
hearing
on
so
Wednesday,
wonderful stories about the
Knockout.
Knockout.
Thank you.
Congratulations to WAP. Wonderful.
Thank you.
We're changing the paradigm.
yes,
Yeah.
now.
Making it the best we can get from Africa all over
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Wow.
So where will they pick up from?
Today,
Barry?
you know, last week viewers, I promise say we don't finish.
Yeah, you did anyways.
We don't finish. But two things happened during the week.
Okay.
We be say you had to force me to come back to this issue. By God's grace, anybody who they watch us for the first time, we are talking, or we have been talking, and by God's grace, we go end the talk
Today.
about
Oh, when?
legacy
Of
of
love.
love.
Sure.
When I say legacy of love, what I mean, we say all the things where they work for, all the things where they get or acquire now, when you come out, as you they go come out for this side, go to that side, go spend your eternity. Who go hold the thing? Who go take care of the thing? And you need to be very, very, very deliberate about this thing now, because most times, if you are not deliberate, they cause katakata for people who leave behind. And many of us, men or women, the thing we would look for now to live love amongst our children, amongst our siblings when we come out, if you come out, you know. And that one, how you go take down now when you did deliberate about it, when we talk about. And we don't check that. This is not tell. It's about 6 weeks now. We don't see. So if you want to look at previous
ones are on YouTube.
go to YouTube. But today, I just want to explain something to you now. And first, before I go into the today one, I want to make you, everybody when they look at, make you understand what they mean when they say property. Many of us don't hear that word. And I'm a property. Make I explain what law mean when they say your property. Now, the law for anybody, in fact, law knows say that nobody, in fact, the reality of it is that nobody can say he own anything. Really. You know, be say, you don't talk say you own something.
Including my own.
Wait till I use my money
This
buy.
my
My sweat.
Hey, but I didn't know me get this rukere.
Why?
So now technical way we take understand them. Now,
we go
After I
explain
don't
it
spend
to
my
ourselves.
money buy something.
so what you say? Make I use Ludo now.
Even though it's my property, not my property.
So, okay, or make I use my own phone now.
Use
No,
your
you my rukere. No, I know because I say one property.
You see, the thing be say, this phone, the only thing I get for this phone,
Nah,
property in the phone.
I don't understand.
The content.
The content.
The names.
I dey come now. No be the phone, no be my property in that sense. What thing I get for the phone, I get property in the phone. It's different to making and listen to me very well. Because what thing be say happen be say, you see this phone now. What thing I get really now, the control over this phone.
Sure.
The control over this phone.
So it belongs to you? That's what
That means that in the ambit of that control, I go talk say it belongs to me. But see, the phone itself, the item itself, no be the property.
Say because it not be you make them. Is that what I say?
Because now, if Slimmy come here now,
Eh.
or come as to me,
Eh.
I won't buy your phone.
Eh.
and ultimately exchange
Money
Money.
for the phone.
for
Yeah.
item.
So instantly, wetin happen be say the phone still be phone, but
But the content wey dey inside
but the person wey get control over the phone
don change.
don change. That mean say wetin I get all the while before no be the phone but na the authority to be in
Authority
charge
of possession.
to be in charge of the phone. Na him dey give me right wey I call say na my property. But for legal term, and the property wey I get na the property to control it. No
So
be
does
say
it mean it's possession
item.
I just buy from you?
Yes, because really you're just buying
Possession.
That's why
Change of name and
that's why the
everything.
phone was with somebody I bought it from before.
So it
When
came
it
to you
was
and then
there,
you're selling to somebody else.
it was their phone.
But
When
now
I left,
it
I
became
had
yours,
my phone.
and now it became
I
it becomes
yes. So many people don't understand that. That's why anything where you know get the property itself. Now the control over that property. That's why they call landed property or real property. Why? Because the land will always be there forever. Are you understanding me? Now, the right to control that area, now it be your property. I get it. So that land, if you go tomorrow, come back tomorrow,
It
that land
remains
na there.
there.
But
But as long as I'm in charge, as
Yeah.
long as it is in my name, it belongs to me, ba.
that's why you have to be very careful about what is in being in your name, how things are done. Because many people just say, because I don't see people say they will give you property, they will give you land for your name.
Law is ambiguous,
But
yeah.
now
It's
somebody else.
ambiguous.
No, they are ambiguous.
It's a double-edged sword.
You seriously, because
they're
I don't know.
ambiguous. You know they're ambiguous. That's why I say making and they listen very well. Because if I let me ask you now, for instance, this phone, now me hold up. Now me hold this phone. Me get this phone in that sense.
Yeah.
But by and large, nobody say they steal am. But you
Tap am.
you tap the phone.
Yeah.
Then you pass arm to say
Maybe I sell am
Sell
to
am,
somebody
like when they
else.
do something like that, sell am.
Yeah.
exam. Now, what gives me the right to say I want that phone back? If I
Maybe when you
find
say am for with Olododo. Because the phone
Because
is your own.
the receipt is in your name.
Exactly. Now, because the right to control.
It's still legally yours. Because some people wey steal sef, wey sell to people wey some of them
They
still
go
dey
claim say yes,
forge
they dey
receipts
forge
too.
receipts.
But yet you will still fight
The right
ownership.
to that's
true.
why it's
true.
still there with me.
That's
so
true.
that's
It's not the item that is with you again.
So you have
I
a
like that.
property in the item.
I like that.
I understand.
Even when we reach court, Barry, it is with those things inside the phone.
Because-
Now you go fit claim say na you get
No,
am.
because the property where I get now be say the control where I get on that phone now it make me so for now it make me get say I go call am say na my property. That's why many men, many women, sometimes they never get property in the material. The land where they say their own, they never even do am well.
It has not been formally.
It's just that they have control. They
Over
have
the land.
they have some sort of somebody.
You're right,
Even-
control ni. Just minor control. No, you are very correct,
So
sir.
that's why I want us to understand this.
Yeah, we
aspect
need
very
to.
well. Now, going forward. So the story where I heard during the week, one man had children. They're all grown-up children now, and he was very successful. Very
Okay.
successful. But in the course of that, trying to do all that he had to for the success, he was quite hard, very hard. Hard in the sense that the children could not work with him. He had a factory, the children could not work in the factory and things like that. They even built a big building where it was the office.
He couldn't live there.
But the man is dead now. And all the children say that they rather see the property to rot than for them to be involved in it.
Why?
Now, and that's what I mean that when you are looking at your legacy, it's better you start thinking about it now because some of us are thinking that it's just property. Somebody will take them. Somebody will take them. It depends on even some children. I've seen where children, all they want to do is to get that property and to destroy it. Not because of anything, but because they don't like what happened. They are not even attached to the property. They are not even attached to it. So for them, it's a case of let's get it so that nobody else gets it, and we destroy it so that
So if you
it
get
ends.
destroyed.
So that it ends. So that so that's why we have to be very careful.
Even speaking of say make person dey very careful, me the example wey you dey give on top say person get something and person own something, I could remember that time when we dey small. See, understand, I wan know maybe na wetin my papa and me about property or possession be this. When we dey small that time, my father dey always talk say if he dey beat our younger ones, when he don give am 2 3 strokes, say make we force am to stop or we beg him, because if we no beg am that
He go
time we begin dey
continue,
beat,
he
no, he go beat
everybody.
everybody. Say I'm beating your younger ones with anger and you are not stopping me. If I kill him, government will take charge of that body. It's no longer his
body,
own.
his
So
own.
it's now him versus government. But because we dey small that time, we come dey tell my papa, which kind government? Na you born am, na you kill am. Government no fit do anything. My father come laugh us. So I wan know maybe na wetin my papa dey talk about, maybe control over and
No, that's why I say like, for many of us, in fact, I was that people say that my child, that's another thing, because that's what we talk about, because really nobody has you have a
Control.
let's call it this is your child to the extent that you are taking care of that child. But beyond that, it's just the glory of saying that this is a person that came
through you.
Through
me.
you.
That's more like it.
Shall we say if you maltreat the child, the government has the right to take over
Oh,
the child?
definitely.
I no go be your own
And e
again.
no go be your
No,
own
no, no.
again.
Yeah, I mean, it's
or they
coming-
want to correct
Oh,
you.
it's coming. No. Number one. In some climes, they even believe that once the child is conceived, not even delivered, conceived. Once that child is conceived, then that child has a life, and the government has a duty to protect that life. That's why they say anti-abortion. You cannot kill that child, and if you so do, it's a crime
Yeah,
against the state.
law. Yeah.
And for some reasons, some people look, when the child comes, the moment the child comes, yes, you are the parent, it has to come through somebody. But the moment the child comes, the child is under the
Control.
state protection.
Okay.
That's why in some countries, say Canada,
Yeah,
the
Canada. I know of Canada.
the child is given even stipends from the moment of birth.
Yeah.
So when it gets to,
I think they do that in US too.
yes, to a degree.
Yeah, to a degree.
So they said that so that the child is not your child. It's just that you are a custodian of the
that
child,
child.
to take care of the child. So to that extent, that's why after a while, at 18, the child will answer for himself, take criminal responsibility, or be able to vote, so that okay, just that they need to trace him to you. That he came to
Even
you.
very quickly, I want to learn before 18. I think the child too can still take juvenile.
Oh yes,
Yes,
no.
yes.
If the child does something very, very bad, they can arrest the
Juvenile
child.
home.
Juvenile home. And even then, you have the remand home. You have children home.
For
foster-
children
foster
wey do
home.
anything
Oh yes, you have
Yeah.
it
in Nigeria.
Yes, you have it at Oregun there in Lagos. Yeah, you have Oregun foster home
I never knew.
for children. For your for children who did something wrong, whether they are still underage, but they cannot take them back to the society. So that's why.
Quick questions, sir, before we go, I want to learn again. If pikin commits crime at a juvenile age, where he go juvenile home, if he clock 18, is that a fresh page in his life, or he will be moved to maybe Kirikiri or Panti?
No. It depends on how far the rehabilitation has gone. If it has been well successful, they can say, okay, they can give him reprieve. Understand? Reprieve. But if he has not, if it's such a big crime, they can say, look, keep. We can allow you to
Wow.
to do that.
To go to the society.
So
back to on that basis, when you understand this aspect of this, I don't have a property. I don't have things. My children are there to extend this thing on. Then you'll be able to know that, and for even wives and husbands, know that if you don't put yourselves into the loop of what you are doing, it might be difficult for the children to continue that legacy, or might be difficult for your uncle or your brother to continue that legacy. But it's a balance, because sometimes you want to bring people in who want to push you out. So these are all the things that you have to know. And that's why I say that sometimes acquisitions of property is not necessarily the same thing as joy, you know, because it's not
Acquiring without peace.
Yeah, because you have so much of this thing, and then you know, the most you enjoy of it is when you're alive to show it off and to whatever.
This thing wey talk, Puff Daddy take and sing. He say, I don't know what they want mommy fry me. More money we come across it, more problem
The
we
Fuji
see.
version, but
Now
don't worry.
Fuji.
You might not understand it, but
That
it's
one
okay.
wey say more money.
Don't
more
worry,
problem. But that's the meaning. More
But
property.
that's
across.
true, Sha. More money, more problems, really.
Yeah, because so many times you can't even you see that as you progress, and the irony of it is that what you consider as good for you as at that time,
Actually,
your
no,
children will see it as, you know,
Big burden.
big burden.
Yeah.
Now look,
If person no plan way.
that's why I have to understand all these issues, and that's why I see people like Bill Gates are giving to charities.
Yeah, they prefer to give to
because
charity.
you see, what am I going to do
Like you
with
said,
all
giving
these
more
things?
than half
Because
of
there's
it.
nothing
Yeah.
I'm going to give.
So, Barry, before we forge ahead, you know, we have to open phone line, and then I get one question because what you start with today, it is very juicy. Viewers at home, make una join us na participatory, so you go talk your own, go learn from you, Barry, you go talk your own. As custodian of consistent way be, you go learn from am. Slimmy.
Yes, guys, the numbers to call them on your screen. Just feel free to talk to us, or feel free rather to ask Barrister any question. Like he said, today na actually the last.
Today.
Now he want any Gazu with legacy of love. So if you not ask your question today, fa.
Wow. So, Barry, I
Okay.
separately question for you. You talk something, you just touch am, you comot. But I wan make we go back on am because it's very important. Yesterday we dey get one show wey we dey call property matter. So today you come talk about say many people get land, abi property, wey be say they never perfection the document, and they still dey brand themselves as the owner, which because they dey alive, lóòótọ́, they are the owner. I know say some many viewers dey watch us, wey be say e dey, I no wan use guilty of this, but wey be say they get some things. Let me give you instance wey me I take guilty for my own. When I buy my motor Barry, because of excitement wey I buy motor, my very good friend in this company can testify. For like 2 weeks, I never collect paper from the owner of the motor. When e come reach like the 3rd week, my friend wey go buy the motor go say, hey, hello, you have not taken paper and you are driving. If police grab you, he talk that thing faintly, but the next morning I go owner of the car. Question be say you know, say if he no talk that, I fit drive that motor for 1 year.
And you no go worry about papers.
And because he don't do just change of name, he do change of name. Now that change of name I go dey carry with driver license. But I want make it set light on this thing. Many people get property. We never perfect documentation.
See, I agree with you many. And seriously, although for law talks say possession are a big part of ownership of land. Possession. So if you get land, the first thing we go say is make it try to possess it while you are perfecting the papers. It's very
First
key.
possess,
because it's good that you are
possess, like build on it, or just make a foundation,
or do something of exercise of control to show that you are there.
Sure,
even if to clear the ground, put small shed, or put malam there, do all those kind of things. So it's possible. It's very possible that you use that to at least hold the property. But the next thing is that to go and perfect your paper. Tell your money there to sign your paper. Go to government, get the perfection.
Like what Engineer Debo said yesterday.
So even if you know, get the government to finish your own, but at least from where the land they come from the money where they buy, or from the owners where they buy from,
they don't finish all their proper documentation.
All their proper documentation. I can tell you one time, say, the man will get this estate, where they take name in this estate, Ajawo. Many day that time when he buy this place now, bush, entire bush, you know if it take perfect control because now thick bush, thick bush, but you don't buy them. So what thing they do is say, they make sure say they come around, meet the money there. Then they do ratification.
You see, they both talk down.
Ratification.
They upgrade paper.
Upgrade paper so until when don't pala well. By the time we even die, where the man even die, none of the people we we dey for the family. We don't with us uncle and grandfather. No the
Debo
part of.
tell us the story.
No
You are
be
right.
part
Sir.
of.
Debo tell us.
No be part
Say
of.
once one of their Olori Ebi die, you go meet
You go
another
meet
one.
another person.
Perfect
Yeah.
paper.
So that one na the idea. So you go do that for your. That one na perfection of paper. But you see, you have to balance it out because make I give you a personal story. I mean, like where they tell me, my father before he die, he buy 2 plots of land,
Okay.
and he no finish paying for the 2 plots of land. He dey pay them small. But you know, my mother then come the time say, okay, why don't you just finish paying one? Finish paying one, collect paper. But him talk say no.
You want
he
they
want
do the two
he want
together.
say they pay. And for him to try to say he will take control, he go mold block, the mold block. If I remember that time when this small, they go wet the block, do waiting for that side that time. Of course he die. And the money there, the people will say no say die. And he never collect receipt.
Right.
He never finish paying.
Right.
So this now all the things we say people
Can
they
Can we take
imagine.
juice, sir?
of course now.
Yeah.
They-
Permission, let's take Jude, sir.
Jude.
Jude, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Sir. We thank God, my brother. I'm fine. How is the family?
Thank you very much,
Good.
Jude.
Well done. So, please, there are questions I want to ask. What is legacy of love?
Okay. Thank you. Jude.
Thank you.
The legacy, you see, when you see there are so many things that you are building up now,
Yeah.
so many things that you are acquiring, so many things that you are trying to do. But the point is that there is nothing you brought to this world, and there is nothing you are
You're
taking
going
out of
back
this
with,
world.
Yeah.
So as one of the things we tell people, say, put your house in order. Put your house in order. Probably another topic we should have called is now putting your house in order.
For it, saying I love you.
No, this one legacy. Put your house in order so that because we don't see so many times, Jude, that man suffer for property, children come to fight over the property, they kill themselves, they don't even talk to themselves again because of the fact that all the things we get now for them, but instead of
Because say you know share and I know tell who
instead
get
of
who.
binding them, even sometimes when you share them,
You see they cause rift.
they feel say you don't
You
favor
cheat,
one
yes.
person, you know favor one person and things like that. So that's why the thing say they talk say when you dey go as you dey here, try to put in place a legacy of love, something will go outlast you. We go outlast you. You get one person will do will, where we say him believe say daughters no suppose get anything from the will, and most of the care where imam that man get before he die, now the mama and the 3 daughters we give am that care, but he believe say na sons suppose get him property. Of course, you know, the woman, I don't know how she take see the will, and wahala burst because I go deprive these children. So that's why every man, every woman when they look at me, make they think how you go put up legacy where we say when you don't go, your
Wahala no go
children,
dey on ground.
your wife, your siblings, your brothers, they no go come give your family gbege. You get one case where Chief Afebalola do, he put am for him book one time about one man we get 2 wives. We get 2 wives. The moment the man die like this and they won't go read the will, the woman, the first wife, Kolo.
Why?
Just Kolo. The children, they all walk away. They walk come on. Nobody see them again.
One in law.
Just walk out.
Obviously.
So these are all the things where we say make you dey think very well. Make you dey think. There are some things where we say Lord no fit help you. Now you go help yourself. Now you go think.
That's not even have any relation.
Now you go think and see how you go do.
Okay, let's take
Very well.
Aliu, sir.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning, Aliu. Good morning, Aliu.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good
Good morning.
morning. You're welcome to the show, Aliu.
Thank you, Chief Olododo. Please,
Thank-
my question, I don't know whether it may be offline.
Don't worry, just
No,
say.
just
I
ask.
want to ask, hello?
Hello,
Just
go ahead.
go
Go
and
ahead.
ask.
sir.
Ask.
Okay, thank you. The question I want to ask now is concerning all these shares of a thing that I bought. I have a lot of certificates.
Yeah.
But now, since the chef fall down for a very long time, I just abandoned all those things. There are some even dividends they've been sending to me 300 naira, 400 naira, 100 and all of that. I've been abandoning them, that they are nothing. But now all those certificates are just lying down here innocently. Maybe I didn't know to consult all these experts and all of that, but I don't know what to do with them now. I don't know how to go to all these places. Like even this dark communication and that. I don't know whether it's existing now.
No, that one's no. It's no longer. You cannot. That's a bad. It's a bad one.
All those things. All
Oh.
those things are here, so I don't know how to go.
Where are you staying? You are staying in Lagos
In
here.
Lagos.
Aliu,
Saying,
there are so many stockbrokers around you. Just pack all those certificates. Go to any stockbroker where you know.
I think you can even go to the stock market itself.
Yes, they will give you. They will
Just
just
go to the 16th floor. You see a lot of stock brokers.
still of where
CS, the stock
broken
market.
house. Okay,
Yeah.
for where they call for
Yeah.
for broker. But if you see even if you know any stockbroker, they go help you pack those things, turn them to e-version instead of those.
Papers,
They call them
carry.
dematerializations. So they dematerialize it for you, turn out into e-dividends, whatever you, and when they get your money, even the one where they never take all those money, they sit there. They call them unclaimed dividends. You go get them.
Yeah.
So these are all the things where you're supposed to put together in order. So that
yeah.
who will get my shares? Who will take this one? Who will take this one? Because if you don't do this, that might just be wasted money.
Horrible.
Wasted money.
Right, sir. You started on a case, so
Yeah.
the story they talk of the man will die. We
Yeah.
talk say the-
So the man, thank you very much. The man died. The children say they don't want the property. They say they don't like the property. They know we could do them. So the property just they rot there. They rot.
Could it be out of anger for the?
Yes, anger. They say
But at
this-
the same time, why do I want to support the man? Because for me, I feel say maybe the man be no one made them live on the property. Like you know what made them get that mindset. Say okay, I get one money somewhere or I get one property somewhere. Then they can't get a laid back attitude towards life. So maybe that was why he was. I don't know. He was.
That's why I see. As much as that might be the intention, anybody will look at me. And the boy, as much as much, just think. Like, what we see, I know that this topic might not be popular, you know, but as much as you can think about the fact that there's nothing you brought
That you take
and there's
back.
nothing you're taking back. So when you sit down, to think very well, you go, no, say this is a very important aspect.
No matter how smart, just everybody gets one thing.
Oh, yes,
If you get shoe, no matter it is, no matter
so
how small
just
it be,
think, say,
the property is there on ground.
how this thing go take a legacy. Because like I tell you, if you know plan am very well, is that the thing rot there, nobody go touch am. Or the thing, it cause katakata, it cause fight. And that takes me to the second issue, because during the week, it gets one man when they talk, I was saying that for him, he doesn't see how he has never bought anything in a wife's name before. Everything when he gets, now you know name.
Sorry,
Sorry,
we
sir,
have
can we take
Yunusa.
Yunusa? Yunusa, good morning. Good morning, Yunusa.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
Thank you.
Barrister is here.
Yes, thank you, Barista.
Thank you very
I
much,
want to
Yunusa.
I want to first of all commend you for this program.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Yeah. And I want you to advise people
Okay.
to go very strongly about the issue of will. It's very, very important.
Issue of what? Please, can
Will.
you take that again?
Will.
Will.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
It's very, very important. There is this thing on the social media now going about the will that Jennifer Ami wrote.
Yeah.
And it's going wild, and everybody is reading it, and it's making sense. It's actually waking up people up from their slumber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because a lot now is being done. I mean, it is a message the one is sending from his grave. He's in his grave now, but he's sending a great message across the world,
Yeah.
and people are learning from it. I think we better emphasize that.
Yeah,
when
I
we're
agree.
talking of this legacy of love and whatever.
Yeah.
Then, secondly, I want to know the position of Christianity as well as Islam. That I'm a Muslim anyway, so as for Islam is very, very clear, except for people that don't have a full grip of the position of inheritance in the Islamic tenets. But if it will be possible to bring people from the other side or both sides, let them talk on this issue. The Quranic side, the Bible's version of inheritance and whatever, that people will actually get to know. Because most of these crises we have, families fighting, brothers fighting, sisters fighting, after the death of the breadwinner or whatever, is because of poor knowledge of our belief. You know, it goes beyond going to the church to clap hand or go to the mosque to do all sort of. It goes beyond that. How much of the tenet do you understand, and how can you apply it to your daily life, and what will happen after the death of a breadwinner of a family?
I agree with you.
Yeah. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Aliyu, thank you very much for that. Very important. In fact, we as I like you to look to hear hear. I mean, very well what he said. He talked about Gani Fahemi, about his will and his estate. Some of the decisions Gani took when the will was read, for some of us who felt that, man, this was a bit harsh. He said they should close down some of his office. They should close this one. They should return this one, return that one. The son should take this one. In fact, some of us were, it's a bit challenging. Why that? But I think what he did in his own case was to take he sat down. He thought about it. In fact, he told them that some of the businesses should sell. They should close it down because it doesn't see that. He doesn't want it to work. I mean, because it doesn't look like it can work in that sense. So over time, you can see that thought, that fast-sightedness is working for Gani and his family. Now, take another example of Rotimi Williams, a very prominent lawyer. He has only 4 boys. But by the time he died, those 4 boys were fighting each other. And not just boys, they were men. I mean, 2 or 3 of them were sons. And they were fighting each other because it's like, look, the brothers, I mean, there's his first son.
Okay, sorry, sir. We have Temitope from Ogun. Okay. Temitope, good morning.
Good morning, my dear sister.
Good morning. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, go on.
Sorry, straight to my question. I have a question.
Right.
I got married 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it happened that my mother-in-law called me on phone during our preparation of my wedding. So she called on phone and said, Ayo, mo gbọ́ pé ẹ fẹ́ lọ sí registry. Ẹ má mú wọn yẹn lọ registry, má yẹn kọ́kọ́ bọ́ lọ́wọ́ o. Hope you understand my language.
Yeah.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kán kó kinní bọ́ lọ́wọ́ o. I was like, okay, ma. I talked to my guy that, look at what happened. He said,
He's gone.
We lost that. We lost that. Temitope, please try.
Please call us back, I beg.
This is very insightful.
Yeah,
I think
love
people
to
will
hear.
learn from
Yes.
that. You were talking about Williams. Right?
Yeah, yeah. So the boys fought. In fact, to the extent that people like eminent jurists, so many top lawyers had to intervene, call them, sit down, and what have you. In his own case, what he even tried to do was that he set up a company.
Okay.
And warehouse his properties into that company.
Okay.
But gave some part of the children major share than the first child, who probably for some reason. And the first child resisted, saying that it is his own entitlement to have a lion's share than whatever.
The first job.
And those other ones say, okay, we accord you respect as our elder brother, but to the extent that you are not going to say what you want to have.
Sorry,
but
sir. Let's take Mrs. Shola. Hello, Mrs. Shola.
Good morning, Mrs. Shola.
Morning, Slimity. Good morning.
Good morning.
Olododo. How far?
I'm fine, ma.
Okay.
Okay, Barrister is here.
Please, I want to talk to you.
Okay.
I'm having this issue, like I bought a land, and since 2012, and up to date, they will give me this land, they will allocate this place. Once I get there, the next time, someone will take over, they will want to allocate on that place like that. This time around, they gave me a particular plot. I wanted to do fish farming. When I got there, I saw they've dug the whole place. So, and I told the guy that he should refund me my money. So now if I want to collect my money, is it the amount I paid that 2012 I'm going to get, or I'm going to get something higher.
It depends on the agreement you have, but you can get your lawyer to send a lawyer your letter to him to seek for refund and additional interest to the money,
So the
or
stress.
cost of money and stress and things like that. You can possibly, but ideally, what you are entitled to basically will be the money you paid, but you can also ask for the cost of time and the cost of that money.
Is the money left?
So, now for us, I was talking about the Williams. Of course, it took it was embarrassing to the Williams family. Eventually, they settled it. But it was like for many of us, we're like, wow, even the rich also cry. So that's why don't ever think that your success would automatically rub off on those people you are leaving behind. The best thing is for you as a person to put your house in order. So this man was saying that no, my wife is my property is my property. My wife I've never bought anything my wife's property, and I can never buy. Let me even see her come and ask me to do that. And men, wherever you are, stop being arrogant about the future. The point remains that many men have unwittingly put their household in bondage, financial bondage, because of the decisions they took. Now, listen to me very well. Nobody says that your wife should take your property instantly, but understand the fact that there are implications if you don't engage in good. I'm so sorry. If you don't engage in good way of reasoning about these things. For instance, I've told you about 3 or 4 episodes ago that any property in your name, for anyone to take charge of it, legally speaking, they can be taking rent from it, so it remains perpetually in your name. Provided it's okay, this is my property, my name is Tomi Vincent, this house is my house, and I give it to this person. They can be taken. But if you have to say that, let them have it as a legal entity for themselves, they cannot, because you have put them in bondage. You have to pay estate tax, all the things that you have to pay. Think far. Think of possibilities. Think. Sometimes you might need to open a foundation early on, so that foundation will become the vehicle for you to be able to settle these things. Or you might need to set up a company, whereby that company will become the basis. Like Aliu said, even the ones that are Christians and Muslims, you'll be surprised that when it comes to property, greed, avarice, they don't even think about that Christianity or what have you. They know it, but as far as they're concerned, you find pastors going to fight for their brothers' properties. You find imams fighting their siblings over their own siblings' property. Your brother died, you are fighting your sister over your brother's property. No, you are not even talking about the children.
Some say even before they bury the person.
Of course.
Already quarreling over the
Of
property.
course.
The corpse has not even entered the
Yes.
ground.
Of course.
See them quarreling.
Of course. So these are all the issues that come into this aspect of whether you're a woman or you're a man. Think. Because like I said, this is going to be the last edition. You can call me, but I will not come back to this for a long time. So we are saying the legacy. So is put your house in order.
Sorry, sir, we have Dr. Ola from Adama. Good morning, doctor.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Barrister is here, please.
Okay, my name is Dr. Ola Aina.
Okay, good to have you.
Good to have you, sir.
Yeah, please, I have this problem. It's a problem that they have, and has been eating at my throat for a long time. We are 3. Our dad is dead. So our dad was a medical doctor too.
Okay.
And eventually, I was been running the hospital because they had a private clinic. So eventually, after he died, I took over, and I'm the last one. But eventually, all the procedures from the clinic goes into family. I'm feeling like I'm working for the family instead of working for myself. So, is there any position of law about this?
Oh, that I don't know what your Ola, don't go, please. Ola,
please don't. Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please wait. Hold on.
But I want to ask, what did the will say? Because I can understand you are trying to hold on to your father's business for the family. Of course, it's a family, for them, it's a family property.
Yeah.
You understand me? So what does the will say, or what does your father say? Like, are you to earn money from it, or are you just to supervise the business? Which one is which?
No, daddy don't have a will.
Oh,
He doesn't have a will.
I understand that. That's it. So, in that, probably you might all have to sit down eventually, and all the children have to sit down. By the time you sit down, you ask yourself, look, I like your way you said, look, let's see, I'm working for the family because it's like I'm making the money, but I'm pouring it back and they're sharing it. So it's a family purse instead of having my own business. So it becomes something that you have to ask yourself, what do I do? I mean, there are instances whereby there's a pastor called Joel Austin. His father was John Austin, and his father started the ministry. Almost all of them are part of the ministry of their father. But Joel Austin has taken the ministry to bigger grade. So it's now they have sat down to say, okay, this is your own entitlement from all this work and things like that. So they might need to sit down and say, okay, let's sit down and plan this thing. Who takes what? Because going beyond you, I mean, what, God forbid anything happens to you, what happens to that business? That's why we say that, men, sit down, think far. You know, it will not happen to what happen. We pray it will not happen. But if it happens, you can't question God in that sense. So these are the issues about it that even as you are starting that practice, you know, start thinking about, in case anything happens to me, who will take, how would they do it, how and who and that and those other. Because Allah is saying that I'm working. They are not there. And besides, anything that is called family property remains to family.
Yeah.
Remains to family.
Yeah.
That's why you have to be very careful about this issue of family property. Family property. Yeah. So you have to think about it. And like I said, there are some issues that law cannot cure after you are gone. You are the best person to do it now that you are around. You are the best person to think about it and put it into consideration.
Okay,
so
on that premise, we say very big thank you to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully, we'll look forward to a brand new.
By next week we are going to go
for those that missed it, they can always go to YouTube
and watch and find it. Okay. Once again, I would tell them this is the best person to watch. Just
you guys are waiting. No, Knockout is
out. Watch Knockout too.